Franks and Beans, an American classic, a symbol of patriotism, and a sign of simple living for the simple man. So today, we're gonna make it. And to make it, we just need 2 ingredients. Franks and beans. And if you want to add a little flavor, you can douse it in some pepper. I bought these Franks and these beans at the dollar store for $1.25 each. So $1.25 for the can of beans and $1.25 for the pack of Franks. I'm going to be using 2 Franks out of this 8-pack. As you can see, I've already used 2 Franks. This meal will cost a total of $1.55. Just under $2 for a meal that is 480 calories. Bada boom, bada bing. Intro's over. Let's get cooking. First, I'm going to take 2 Franks out the package, and then we're going to slice them up. Oh. Right. So we've got our 2 wieners out of the bag, and we're just going to go ahead and slice them up real quick. So, you're going to want to get them in some nice thin slices. And you know what? My bitch ass almost forgot. My bitch ass almost forgot to turn the fucking stove top on. But that's fine. We're going to do it here in a second. So, stove on. We're going to turn that bitch to medium heat 6. Let that, okay, don't melt my spatula. We're going to let her heat up a little bit. You know what I mean? Oh. So we're going to want to get these wieners into some thin slices. We're going to want to slice them down to the bone. Wieners don't have bones. That's what my peepaw always told me. But I ain't believe him. Because one day, my wiener cracked like a glow stick, and I shook it. That bitch grew in the dark. We making Franks and beans. We got the education of a 3rd grader, and we're slicing me up some Franks. And after we cook the Franks, we're gonna add them to the beans. Remember to clean your knife, folks. You're gonna want to stroke it ever so gently. Ever so gently. Right. So now that we got the Franks cut into thin slices, we're gonna, don't worry about that. We're gonna spray the pan down with some butter flavored pan spray. Yeah, get that even coat right there. Right there, right there, right there. Now, we're just gonna grab us our Franks here. And we're gonna put them up in our pan here. Bada boom, bada bing. Make that fat lady sing. Because we cooking good in the neighborhood. So what's good? Right, so you're gonna wanna fry up your Franks in the pan here. Now, we're just gonna use 1 burner today because we got the pot there, but we're gonna be putting the beans in the pot. These Franks are stuck together. Oh, they love each other. They're like mother and wife. They are like father. They are like father and questionably aged son. They are like wombat and feather. They will not come apart. They will not come apart. There we go. All right. So we're going to continue cooking our wieners. And then once they're done, all done, good and fried, we'll come right back to you. See, this reminds me of a story. The story is called The Woman in the Black Pants. There once was a woman who lived in a village. There once was a black woman who lived in a black village who wore black pants. Many of the people in the village thought that she was a witch. Every night, inside her house, they would hear strange noises where they thought that she was performing witchcraft. So one day, all the townsfolk gathered up their pitchforks and their torches. They headed to the woman in the black pants' house, and they formed a mob outside her front yard, and they said, "Witch be gone, witch be gone, witch be gone." They set fire to her house, only to find that there was nobody inside. The woman in the black pants then appeared behind them. Pants no longer black. She was now wearing a pair of white pants. The townsfolk asked her, "What happened to your black pants?" She said, You know I gotta do laundry every now and then, right?" And then the townsfolk realized that she was not actually a witch. She was just a housewife who would do all of her chores late. And she was like, "Y'all motherfuckers better rebuild my house before my husband comes back home after his night shift, or he gonna beat all your asses." The husband came back sooner than the townsfolk can rebuild his house, and sure enough, he beat all their asses. I'm gonna tell that story to my grandchildren. Alright, so all the Franks have been crispified, because you know, I like me a good crispy wiener. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna heat up this pot here, put the Franks in the pot, then we're gonna put the wieners in the pot with the Franks so that they can make sweet love in the pot. You know what I'm saying? Sweet love in the pot. We got motherfucking beans. What the fuck? Alright, so the beans are in the pot, but I can't help but feel like there might be something missing. Oh wait, my wiener. Right. So the American sausages are boiling inside the fucking pot. Holy shit. So okay, yeah. So the American Frankfurts are in the fucking the pot now. So now we're gonna add some motherfucking peppers. Forgot to mention, I'm also gonna add a little dash of salt. Just a little dash, not too much. And there she is in her final form. Franks and beans. Now, I know it don't look that appetizing. It kind of does look like a bowl full of shit. But, you know, looks can be deceiving. Don't judge a book by its cover. It's all about the taste. So we're going to go ahead and taste it right now. And I'm going to let you know how it is. Alright. Give me a good portion here. Check it out. Now see, that's why this dish is an American classic. Can't go wrong with a simple bowl of Franken beans. Alright. Final rating. I'd say, for me personally, 7 out of 10. It's not like the greatest thing I've ever tasted, but you can't go wrong with it. Solid 6.5, 7. I'm leaning more towards 7 though. If you like Franks, if you like beans, why not add them together? And it makes for a quick, easy, and pretty good meal. Y'all stay solid, don't melt.